So we are pleased right now to welcome into the exhibit studio James Bradberry, NFL cornerback, right here, fresh off of his long road trip into Alabama. How you feeling?
I'm good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to recover from the combine. I'm exhausted. 8 days before that in New Orleans, as you know, the off season doesn't stop for the NFL. A lot of things going on, including one. First of all, congratulations on winning the Super Bowl.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, how are you feeling right now? Obviously, we know that the latest news is that you and the Eagles are going your mutual separate ways. So, what is the latest for you in terms of what's next?
Working out. Waiting to see how free agency shapes out, and also my decisions probably gonna be based upon the draft as well. I think a lot of teams, they kind of know what they're gonna get from me. I'm a 9 year bit older guy in the league. I think they're gonna look at their roster, see what they got on their teams, and also see who they draft, and then probably holler at me, around training camp time, to see if they have any needs or not.
So, what was your reaction to the news?
I mean, I kind of saw it coming. You know, we have a great, or the Philadelphia Eagles have a great organization. They have a great GM. Howard kind of sat me down and kind of gave me the rundown before, all the news came out. So, I expected it, and I have no hard feelings. I had a great time when I was in Philly. Nothing lasts forever. Had my best year probably in my NFL career while with Philly the first year. Then turned around, probably had my worst year. But I finished it off with a Super Bowl, so I can always say I'm a NFL champion. But at the end of the day, I have to take accountability for my actions and what I displayed on the field, and I wasn't my best. Um, it was just I just want it wasn't my best year. I feel like I should have made some more plays while I was out there. I was definitely commanded to do a little more. Definitely
You
didn't have
definitely
the
were
same.
what a little. You're definitely were what a little bit more.
I think I was, you was asked to do a little more just because we didn't have the same team that we had the
Mm-hmm.
previous year, you know. And we had a great group of guys that first year. We had a great group of guys that second year too, but we had new guys, had still had kind of a younger back end. So I was asked to do a little more, and I didn't step up to the stage and do that.
So, what is it that where is it that you feel like you are now in terms of where you know your max ability is in terms of you performing at your best when you know it at your best, and what is the situation that's going to be most conducive to that?
I mean, I think I got a chip on my shoulder now. I got something to prove. As an older guy in the league now. Um, Trying to compete and play with the young guys in this league now. I just got to step to the plate, work out real hard in all season, prepare my body, as far as working out, nutrition, staying on top of my game, and just be ready when my number is called.
Look, at the very least, right? You're still a Super Bowl champ. What does that feel like in terms of being able to accomplish that with the Philadelphia Eagles?
Oh, it's great, especially after going there that first year and not completing the task and getting the Super Bowl the first go around. I was thankful that I was able to be a part of the team. Of course, hope you would like, as an NFL player, to contribute and be a main contributing factor on a winning Super Bowl team. That wasn't the case for me, but I'm glad I was a part of it, and I'm gonna get a ring.
And other teams listening right now, like as far as you know, you're saying that you didn't have your best year when you were asked to kind of do more things than you typically are asked to do. So, what are the set of circumstances that makes James Bradberry perform at his best?
I mean, I think ultimately, I have a high IQ, um, and I feel like I can still play man-to-man coverage, but I feel like when I had my best year with primarily a too high scheme-oriented defense and
Mm.
zone-based defense, and that's where high IQ players, make the bulk of their plays. So I feel like if I go to a scheme that's built in that format, I feel like I can perform high.
Well, listen, I appreciate you just jumping on here real quick and giving your fans, particularly people in Philadelphia, who are appreciative of the contributions that you had as far as making them a Super Bowl champion team and coming on and just talking to the exhibit really quickly so we can get that out there. And, first and foremost, I remember also back when you guys went there the first time, and things didn't go your way. I'll never forget how much of a stand-up player you were in the locker room, just in terms of, even when it was obviously a hard time for you, adverse time for you, you stood there like a man, like a high character person, answered everyone's questions. And I know that's part of the grit that makes up the fabric of the drive that you have. So nothing but the best for you. Continued success, continue to work hard, stay focused, and I'm sure everything will have you exactly where you're supposed to be.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for your time.
Of course. Thank you, James.